Okay. All right. This is a video that I've been super excited to make, but I've been putting off for so long. I think the hardest part was probably getting the B-roll for every product, but regardless, this is going to be my everyday carry. So I've spent a ton of time just trying to find the best gear that would fit me in my personal life, because I'm super passionate about what I carry and how I carry it. So when it comes to everyday carry, it's something that I'm super excited about and super passionate about, and I wanted to share what I carry with me on a daily basis. So let's just go ahead and get straight into it, and let's start with the wallet. So I've actually made a video on this wallet before. This is the Offene gun deck wallet. As you can see, it's developed a beautiful patina, and I actually said in my previous video that I had an issue with this bending right here. And actually, I just started carrying it in my pocket, but instead of carrying it with this side facing me, I just had this side facing me, and it kind of straightened itself out. So, the Offene gun deck wallet, it's super simple. It's just made out of folds. If you didn't watch the other video, it's just made out of folds, and the only stitching that you have is gonna be right here. So it's super unique in that aspect. And also, it's just a fantastic wallet. You have quick access right here in this little lip right here, and then all of your other cards and stuff can go in this hole. And the thing about leather is it just ages beautifully. I absolutely love the way that everything just wears in. It's just so gorgeous, and I could not be happier with this. The next wallet I'm thinking of possibly getting would be the Trayvax Contour, but I don't want to leave this wallet. It's just so nice. It's so beautiful. The way it shines in the light over there, it's so nice. All right, the next one, let's go ahead and start with the pen. So we're gonna get into this whole pocket organizer soon, but this is what we're gonna start with. This is the tactile turn bolt action pen, and I love this. I love it so much. So when I was looking at pens to EDC, when I was looking at the tactile turn bolt action pen, this one just didn't speak to me, and the design just, I don't think was for me. But as I started looking into reviews and a lot of people did videos on them, I just really wanted to try it out for myself. So I saw a Match Drop, or it's actually called Drop now, and it was for like $70 or $80, and I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and get it. This is my favorite pen ever. This is possibly the best pen I've ever, actually no, it is the best pen I've ever used. It's just fantastic. The action is great. It's so satisfying to do that, and don't do it around people because you're gonna annoy them. You're gonna annoy them real quick. But it's just such a beautiful pen, and you might not be able to tell, but this thing is just machined so well that you can't even see the seam where you can unscrew it. So I was actually watching I was watching Taylor Martin, and he was doing a video on this pen, and I couldn't even tell on the video that there was that you could unscrew it like that. So that was super cool. But it just, like, the insert that's in it already, I think it's like a Pilot G2 insert or something. It writes beautifully. And the clip, the only issue that I've had is like the clip seems a little loose sometimes, but I've never had issues with it falling out. I think I don't know how to describe it, but like it seems like a little loose. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's never fallen out on me. It's just been a phenomenal pen. I absolutely love this thing. I love how the lines, I don't know if you can tell, but they're just like they're really fine lines that go around the whole thing, which gives it this real nice texture, I suppose, is the best way to say it. So enough on this pen. This is fantastic. My favorite pen I've ever used. So let's go ahead and throw that back into the organizer right here. Let's go to the flashlight next, or the torch, however you like to call it. This is going to be the Raylight LAN. The Raylight, I don't know if it's LAN or LAN. I got this one off of Urban EDC Supply for I think $99. This is another fantastic piece of gear. So this can take 2 batteries. I'm not sure if I remember the other one, but the one that I have in here is a AA. And it has, I think, how many modes? It has a few modes. I think that's low, medium, high. Nope. Okay, so you have, I think, moonlight mode, low, medium, and high. Yeah, there we go. But this is just made out of titanium. Another thing I didn't mention about this pen right here, it's made out of titanium, which is possibly why it's so expensive. But this flashlight is also made out of titanium, and it's just like machined raw. So I don't think it has any finishing on it, like a bead blast or stone wash or anything like that. But it's beautiful. It's got, I don't know too much about flashlights, but I think it's got an XPL emitter, I think. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to research that. But it's just a beautiful flashlight. It has a nice weight to it. It's not too heavy. It's not too light, but it feels very premium. I like the design choices, like these little, I guess, like rounded rectangles that you've got on there. The button, when I first got this, the button felt very loose. But after using it for a while, I've gotten used to it, and I think it's there on like that on purpose. But next time, I would, if it were me, I would probably make like a more firm button, because it is just a little flimsy. I don't know if you can hear that. But yeah, fantastic flashlight. I love it, and I'm just so glad I bought it. Let's see, let's dive into watches now. So I carry 3 watches as of now, or not on me, but like I rotate between them. So let's go from my, I don't want to say least favorite because I like all of them, but like technically my least favorite to my most favorite, or let's say least worn to most worn. So this is going, so by the way, I don't know the model numbers for most of these watches. I don't think they really tell me, but I'm sorry. I just don't know the model numbers, but I do, or the model names, I guess. But this first one is going to be a Swatch watch. So I've gotten this one for free. Someone gave it to me. I think someone gave it to my mother, and my mother gave it to me. It's got a really nice leather strap, and by the way, I don't know anything about watch movements or like quartz versus mechanical or all that stuff. I'm kind of starting to go into the watch industry, just trying to learn more about it. So forgive me for my ignorance in that regard. But yeah, I don't know too much about the movements, but I just go purely based off of looks and what I hear about it. Like for me, a lot of people love mechanical watches. I think for me, I prefer quartz because I think they last longer, like the battery lasts longer. You can just replace the battery in a mechanical watch, but yeah. So that's gonna be the Swatch watch. And then we've also got this Aviate watch. So let me take this off real quick. This watch is a beautiful watch by Aviate, which is very aviation inspired, hence the name Aviate. And it's got, I think, just like a regular stainless steel body. I like it because it has a date complication or date window, which is probably hard to see. And you can also get the day of the week, which is super cool. This is great for actually, like, when I'm wearing stuff like this outfit, it looks great. And I think my main complaint is the strap. The strap on this sucks. It's really bad in my opinion. It's like a genuine leather, which if you don't know, genuine leather isn't really that good. I'd rather have like a top grain, and if you can get it, a full grain. But I'd rather have top grain leather than genuine leather. But I've had this watch for maybe 3 weeks now, so it's relatively new. It's a relatively new watch, but look at the strap. That happened. So I'm gonna have to get a new strap. I'm really bummed out about that. So the strap sucks. Like there's no getting around that. But the watch itself is, I really like it. It looks great. I don't know too much about the movements, so I don't want to say anything on that. So just so I don't give any wrong information, but I really love this watch a lot. And then the next one we've got is going to be a Citizen watch, which is actually going to be my first nice watch. I probably bought this one a month and a half ago. And this, again, I don't know the model number, but it's going to be this watch. So we've got a metal bracelet, and this is going to be a Citizen Eco Drive watch. So the Eco Drive pretty much means that its movement charges itself. So as the watch hands move, it actually uses that movement to charge itself, I think. That's what the lady at Kohl's told me. And I think I've also seen that online too. But yeah, and you would think that since they're like these green accents, that it would have like, what do you call it, lumes or something, like the glow in the dark type thing. But as far as I know, I even shined a flashlight on it to charge it. It doesn't. I don't think it glows in the dark. But this is a very nice dressy watch. I love it so much. It looks nice, especially with darker outfits. Even with this though, even with this outfit, I've worn it and it looks fine. So that's going to be my last watch. I'm looking at another one, but that's going to be down the road. Okay, what should we go with next? Next, let's start with, this is going to be my handkerchief. So, especially in the EDC community, a lot of people carry handkerchiefs. A lot of people think that it's very old-timey, outdated. I agree if you use your handkerchief to blow your nose. I don't like that. I think that's kind of gross. Like you can just use tissues. Like, I know it's not good for the planet, but like, I don't know, just the fact of like sneezing into this and then putting it in your pocket or something, just like, or not sneezing into it, but like blowing your nose into it just is gross. But handkerchiefs are not really like a bad thing to carry. Like, they're super practical. So the one that I have here is going to have a microfiber interior, and it's going to have this really pretty design. And pretty much what I use this for, and just so you know, one thing that I didn't know before buying this, because I was the type of person to think that carrying handkerchiefs is kind of gross. Just wash it. like you use it for one day and you wash it. It's not really that complicated. But this, the handkerchiefs I really like carrying, because like if I'm at work and I have to like roll out a TV for someone or something like that, I come back in, I'm really warm, I just use it to wipe sweat off my forehead or whatever. I use it to clean my glasses a lot. I can use it to wipe up spills, or let's say the table is dirty, I can use it as like a placemat or something like that. You know, as long as you like, after you use it, you just throw it in the hamper and wash it, you know, like it's good. I could just never blow my nose into it. That's a line that I'm not willing to cross. But yeah, if you've never thought about EDCing a handkerchief, maybe try it. You can buy a super cheap one, or you can buy a more expensive one. Like, this came in a pack of 2. There was another really nice design, and it cost me about $20, which I think is worth it for 2 really nice design hanks. And this, by the way, is made by Evergreen Hanks on Etsy. Really satisfied with this, and they were so nice. Like, the person who sold this was so nice. They left a little card and I was like, thank you so much, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was so sweet. But yeah, so this is going to be a handkerchief, and then we're saving the knife for last. So let's go ahead and hop into the back of this. So there's a zipper on the back here. We are gonna take this. So I've always been skeptical about carrying like challenge coins or reminder coins, but when I have something like this where I can just throw in the back and forget about it, then I'm like, yeah, it's cool. But like when I sit down for my lunch at work, just, you know, unzip this, take it out, take a look, and it just reminds me, because this is a reminder coin. It says Carpe Diem, which of course means seize the day. It also says memento vivere and memento mori, which means remember life and remember death. And then it also says tempus fugit or fugit, I don't know how to say it, which tempus fugit means time flies. So it's just a really good reminder to, like, you know, live your best life today. And I know that sounds super cheesy, but whenever I grab this coin and I'm like, I read it and I'm like, what am I gonna do today to seize the day? I know it sounds super cheesy, but it really helps me live more intentionally. And I'm not gonna lie and say like, this has been a super life-changing thing. Like, no, it's just a simple reminder like, hey, what can I do today to be more intentional, more mindful about how I'm living? It also says on the back, enjoy life today because my bad. Enjoy life today because yesterday is gone and tomorrow is never promised. And it's got like a little clock and Roman numerals and stuff like that. So it's a really solid coin from edcremindercoins.com or something like that. I'm gonna try to link to most of these in the description. But yeah, it's super simple to carry, and every time I see it, it always makes me think like, what can I do to be more mindful, intentional, productive? Like I see that, I'm like, how can I seize the day? Let me make sure I get a ton of schoolwork done, or let me make sure that I actually rest intentionally and, like, you know, allow myself to just disconnect and not worry about something so the next day I can. So it's just a really nice reminder. So maybe try it out. It's not for everyone, I don't think, but yeah. So we've got the last thing, and then we're gonna go to the knife. So this, we're not gonna spend too much time on, is literally just a notebook. I got this off of Amazon, super cheap. It fits in here. Just a notebook I used to write down my tasks at work. It's super simple. We're not gonna go any more into that. But lastly, but not leastly, we have got the knife. This is the Kaiser Uprising. Now, this knife has been discontinued, but I think Blade HQ might be doing a sale to get rid of them. I got this for like $110. They're normally like $200 something. So I got this for like 50% off, which is amazing. You got a titanium scales, S35 VN steel, I think. Let me check. Yeah, S35 VN steel. I really like the blade shape. You can't see that, or I don't know if you can see it, but I was using it to try and cut something, but I didn't realize that what I was cutting was a metal wire, so I've just got to sharpen that out a bit. But yeah, it's gonna be a flipper knife. I've done a video on this. I'll link to it or something. But it's got a flipper knife, really aggressive jimping, which I like. It's got a place for a lanyard hole, or lanyard, my bad. It's got a frame lock. I'm sorry, I'm not spending too much time because I already did a video on this. And it's I think I already said, but it's a flipper knife. So really solid knife. I love this thing. It's been just a pleasure to use in daily use. And I would show the other knives that I have, but honestly, like, I don't carry them as often because this has become my everyday carry knife just because it's such a pleasure to use. Which, again, it's something that Chase Reeves said. Really good guy, Chase Reeves. He does reviews on backpacks and stuff. He said something along the lines of, disappointment in everyday goods is disappointment in everyday life. Or something along those lines, which I think is super cool and really wise. Because, like, if you're disappointed in the things that you use every day, you're gonna be disappointed, like, when you use those things, you know? So I thought that was a super cool quote. I really like Chase Reeves, super cool guy. But yeah, that is going to be the Kaiser Uprising knife in titanium. All right, we're almost done here. We got, yeah, the pen, we already got the notebook, and the coin. Last thing is something you've seen throughout the video, is this. So this is the Yellow Birch Outfitters Pocket Pro, I believe. I was worried that this wouldn't fit my flashlight, but it fits it. It's a little snug, but it fits the Raylight LAN fine. It's a little snug though, but it will fit the Raylight LAN. I love this thing. So if you carry a lot of stuff on you, and you carry larger EDC, this is gonna be great. Like, you could go for like a, you know, some like hitch and timber thing, or, you know, I think that, yeah, Urban EDC Supply also sells some organizers. This is great because it's so big, and it's also made out of, I think this nylon, I think, which is more, which I think allows for more, how do you describe it? Like, it allows it to stretch a little bit more than leather, which I may be wrong on that one, but I'm not. I think it allows it to stretch more than leather. Although I do like leather a lot more, I think it's just different. You know, like, this has been invaluable. As you might have been able to see in the pen, I used to carry these things without a pocket organizer. I don't know if you can see it, but I've gotten scratches on my gear, which isn't really a problem because, like, you know, use your stuff, you know, like, you shouldn't be babying it. But at the same time, I don't want any unnecessary damage to come to my gear, you know, just because I'm carrying it in my pocket. So this pocket organizer really helps. It also just organizes things and puts it all in one place, so it's not all floating around in your pocket. So the way I do this is sitting on this sucks, unless you're sitting on a cushion, like in a car seat or something. Sitting on this sucks. So normally when I sit down, like for my lunch at work or something, I just take it out of my pocket, put it on the table, and it just sits there, and then when I go, grab it, put it back in my pocket. So I wouldn't sit on this thing, but it does fit in the back pocket, and I wear really tight jeans. I'm that type of dude. I wear tight jeans, and this does fit in the front pocket of my jeans. It looks very bulgy, but still it fits. So I don't know if you're self-conscious about that. If you are, then you can just put it in the back pocket like I do, but it will fit in the front pocket even if you wear tight jeans. Now, if you're a female, I don't know if this would fit in the front pocket of wore jeans. Yeah, and then it's got a little zipper on the back here, which I put the coin, and I was gonna get a pry bar, but I just don't really have too many reasons to EDC a pry bar. I might try it in the future, but as of now, I don't think it's super necessary. But if I ever do get a pry bar, it's probably gonna go right here. And then, like, you can just throw random stuff in here. So yeah, this is the Yellow Birch Outfitters Pocket Pro. Super, super, super fantastic organizer that's really simplified getting in and out of my pockets, like, super easy. Or it simplified getting in and out of my pockets a lot. My bad. Grammar sucks. Anyways, if you're still watching, thank you. You must be weird like I am, and you love, like, just just whatever I carry in my pockets, you know? I have to say, one of the most niche things that I'm into on YouTube is probably, like, what's in my pockets, backpack videos, backpack reviews, like Chase Reeves and Bozeman. I don't know. It's weird, but I mean, hey, if it makes you happy, it makes me happy. So yeah. But if you're still watching, thank you. I appreciate it. It's wow, that's crazy. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, I mean, if you're still here, you can subscribe if you want. I'd appreciate it. I make videos on tech, productivity, and lifestyle. I'm still trying to figure out the niche because this is a newer channel. I might lean more towards EDC and backpacks and stuff like that, but we'll see. But thank you so much. You can follow me on Twitter. I'll put that link down in the description. Haven't really posted anything on Twitter yet, but, you know, we'll build up a following, hopefully. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic day.